I'm like shaking. I'm so excited right now. I love scallops. So what do you recommend? Scallop first, a little risotto with it, a little bit of everything?
I would say it's scallop first.
Just scallop with that beurre blanc?
You've been talking about the sauce for a while, so
yeah,
you gotta just get to it.
When you first told me what's in this beurre blanc, I did. I fangirled a little bit.
So
that is so good. Hey guys, Greg Hudson here, host of America's Best Restaurants. And man, we're on vacation essentially in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. And listen, they got fresh catch here from less than a mile up the road where the ocean is, or you can get gourmet meals prepared by the chef and feast at home. This is Feast OIB. Alyssa,
hey,
right?
Greg.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. Welcome to
Great
Feast
to
OIB.
see you. Okay, so what's going on here? Because it says take and bake out front.
Yep.
But then I see a full menu.
That's right.
What are we doing here?
We have the best of both worlds. So we have amazing take and bake meals for people that are vacationing here in Ocean Isle Beach, and then we have a full restaurant and bar. So we got both things going on at the same time, but both things are delicious. So it's all going to be good.
Something for the tourists.
Something for the tourists.
Something for the locals. A little bit of everything here.
Everything's here. It's all about catering to who we know and who we love, and that's everybody on this island, whether you're here for a second or if you're here for a lifetime.
See, and I love that. And listen, I'm a big Midwestern guy from Ohio, and we would rent houses on the beach as a kid. We take the minivan. It's the Ohio thing to do.
Yep.
You go to the beach, you rent a house. And what a great concept. Because, man, I wish we had like chef-inspired, chef-driven meals for the whole family when we had these beach houses.
Well, it's so amazing to have a take and bake meal and you're with your family. So instead of going to a restaurant and trying to find a reservation for 10, 15 people, you can just eat it at home, enjoy, relax, and you don't have to do any dishes. You don't have to cook. You don't have to do anything except enjoy your meal.
See, in my family, they would make me do the cooking. So I love this concept. This is speaking to me today.
I can't cook like my brother can, so I really just am washing the dishes, and I don't want to do that. I just want to enjoy it. So I know that you want to go meet Chef Eric.
Yes, that's what you read my mind.
Perfect. Well, let's go back and see Eric.
All right, time to meet the chef. Chef!
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, Chef Eric? Good to see you, man.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Thank you for coming by.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me? Great spot, great spot. Looked like I walked in just in time. Yeah. What's happening here, brother?
I just prepared some fresh grouper for you, and it's our Parmesan herb crusted grouper.
That looks gorgeous.
It's one of our most popular dishes here in the restaurant.
Oh,
it's absolutely phenomenal.
Are you kidding me? This is a work of art. I need to pull out my phone and take a picture of this, chef. Look at this, there we go. Never done it on camera before, but that needed it. Man, okay, herb crusted grouper.
Yes.
And the sauce underneath, again, you said what?
It's a scampi sauce.
Oh my goodness.
Made it fresh here in house from scratch. It's a garlic, white wine, and butter sauce with a little bit of cream. Very velvety, very garlicky to the palate as well too. So
love that. See, he's talking foodie to me already. I like it. I like it. Let's dig in, man. I'd love to try this.
Try it.
And
help yourself.
This is beautiful. Are you kidding me? This smells incredible. I can smell that Parmesan, that garlic from that scampi. Get out of here.
It's gonna be a little hot.
Oh my. Chef, I am rarely left speechless. That tastes so fresh, man. What is going on with that? Fish is incredibly fresh. That crust is perfect. I love the texture because grouper just has that buttery, velvety flavor and texture.
Very flavorful fish. The reason why it tastes so fresh is we get all of our fish here caught locally, or at least sourced locally here at Ocean Isle.
Oh,
So
man.
this fish was actually caught earlier today. Had time to break it down for you earlier today. It was.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so it's as fresh as I can get.
Man.
Right off the boat.
Right, and local brought it in today, and you filleted it here today.
Yep.
So, okay, let me ask you about some concepts here, because I walked in and it says take and bake, like you take stuff home, but I walk in also and you're giving me a 5-star grouper dish like I would have for my own personal dinner. What's going on? What's the concept?
It's a little bit of both, actually. So we started with just doing a take and bake concept, which grew into our restaurant. So we do have fully gourmet, fully cooked take and bake meals that you just take home, reheat. Kind of helps ease the stresses of having to cook, clean, give you so much convenience back into your life and into your vacation.
Because I was going to say there's a lot of vacationers down here, right? So
Yes,
for them, this makes a lot of sense. Now I'm getting it.
Okay. And then that grew into the restaurant. So just a traditional sit-down, full-service bar restaurant where we elevated our take and bake concept into more of a plated service with very delicious cocktails as well too.
So it sounds like you got something for the locals and something for the vacationers.
Mix of everything, yes. Try to have our hands in both the local market, our regular market, as well as the vacation market, because the vacation market here, you get folks from all over, the world.
Probably I know for sure. Listen, I'm from Ohio, and this is what we did. We would come down here. I was mentioning that to your sister before, but okay, I get the take and bake concept, but then you're telling me that you come in and you get food like this at the same time if you're just having dinner with your family. Chef, I would say you've got both covered. But here's what I want to do. Let's finish this, but man, if you broke this fish down all by yourself today, man, you have to be like top tier chef. I would love to sit under the learning tree that is Chef Eric back here making dish with you.
How about we can do some pan-seared scallops next with a very delicious lemon sage beurre blanc sauce and a mushroom risotto. It's another star dish here in the restaurant, and I'll get you in here and see what you got.
See, he's doing it again, talking foodie to me. All right, scallops are coming up next. I'm gonna kill this first. Okay, chef, so now you're gonna take me through the process of these scallops.
All right.
Again, another seafood dinner that somebody can have when they come in just on their own with their family. But scallops are an absolute favorite of mine, man. And if that fish is any indication, this is gonna be great. So,
You're in for a treat then.
Okay, so we got scallops, and what's that gonna come with?
So that comes with a creamy mushroom risotto with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and then the pan-seared scallops with a lemon sage beurre blanc sauce. All those components really pair well together. So if you like scallops, you're really in for a treat.
Love it. All right, let's get started,
Let's start with the mushroom risotto. We're gonna take our pan, get our mushrooms in here, as well as some cream.
I like it already.
Start getting that broken down. And as that's heating up, we can also get our pan-seared scallops oil starting to heat up as well.
So get a little oil in there.
Yep, it's really important with the oil itself that it's not too hot and also not too cold, because that's really going to create that nice coloring on that sear and really locks in that flavor and that mixture of the actual seafood.
And if that oil isn't hot enough yet, the scallop will like soak in the oil, right? You want to be careful of that.
It also kind of like leaks out moisture as well too. And then it never actually gets to that nice sear,
tender, juicy sear
texture and color that you're really hoping to get.
See, and what's really cool here, watching Chef do this, is the timing of everything. Getting the timing down for all of this, not easy. Well, let's talk about your concept a little bit, man, as you're putting this together, because it's an incredibly unique concept. But the more I think about it, I get it, that people come down there on vacation with their families.
Yes.
Not everybody wants to cook every night, and you don't want to try to get reservations for 20, not to mention how expensive would that be. But why this concept? Why here? It's just so unique. I got to know what your thought process was.
Well, Ocean Isle, it's very dear to like my heart as well as my family's. I've been vacationing down here basically my whole life. My grandmother ended up buying property on the island around 30 years ago. So it's always been a place for my family to congregate and build memories off of. So the take and bake concept really came to light of how to feed big groups of people very easily and conveniently for people who don't have the skills to do so.
Sure.
Ocean Isle just was like a light bulb that clicked in my mind. I was like, I want to do it here.
Man, I didn't expect you to get that deep on me, Chef. I'm getting a little teary-eyed over here, brother.
You know, it's easy too when you're surrounded by amazing people.
That's great, man. So that just, to me, that just tells me that this food that people are buying to take and bake, that you're making for them, there's like so much love put into it because this place, this town means so much to you.
Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, as I said, it's very, you know, it's always been like my second home, and now it's my real home.
And your whole family's down here now, right?
Yeah.
Like this, in this atmosphere here, it feels like family.
You know, yeah, the area is very family oriented. A lot of people come here from different parts of the country with their kids, with their cousins, their uncles.
Man,
everybody. It's just a very, very great place to be.
And your restaurant itself, you must have a lot of hands helping you out around here.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I have one of the most amazing staffs in the whole world.
That's great.
Trying to juggle both the restaurant and the take and bake side.
For one chef, man, that's impossible.
Yeah, so
impossible.
Very hands-on, from dusk to dawn, and it's, you know, the amount of support I get from not only my staff and my family, it gets overwhelming sometimes. So I'm very lucky.
That's great, man. And I just, hearing this concept and watching you do this, I have such an appreciation for that. Like, I wish when we were vacationing from Ohio to the Carolinas on the beach, like, I wish we had a Chef Eric locally that we could do this for. And again, not to try to get too philosophical or deep, but if you think about it, those trays that you make for the take and make, like, you are becoming a part of family memories for a lifetime by doing that.
Yeah,
and that's why I think the passion that you show is so important, because that passion is a part of memories for other families that come here now, just like you used to. I think that's fantastic.
Thank you so much. I mean, that really is the idea behind it, is, you know, giving people the time to build memories.
Yeah.
So they're not focused on in the kitchen. They're not focused on grocery shopping and prepping, cleaning dishes. It's to give basically the vacation back to the vacationers.
Yeah. And they can do so while still getting a meal created by an executive chef.
And if you want to come into the restaurant and you know, sit down and make those memories too.
Yeah, you want to come in? Hey, table for 20, you got them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got the risotto going. Oh man, I can see a little color on those scallops.
So we really want to, the scallops are really starting to sear up right now, so just a little more time. Try to get a little more color onto them.
And what are we looking for? So folks at home, because scallops are one of those things that, man, they got to be just so when you prepare them. They're tough to get perfect.
Yeah.
What do people at home look for if they're cooking a scallop? Like, what are you as a chef looking at? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for one coloring on the first side that you cook it on. Temperature of the pan itself. You don't want to. If you start seeing the oil like really smoke up a lot, that's when you know your pan's too hot and the oil is too hot, and it's gonna not create a browning crust, but more of a black crust.
Ah, okay.
And then, but the number one importance is getting the temperature right on the scallops.
Yeah, because that's the thing is, man, they're so delicate, high heat. You burn that outside, but they're still raw inside.
So these are definitely ready to be flipped right now.
So that's what we're looking for right there. Yeah. We're looking for that browning color. Not if it's like charred black, we've gone too far with it. Exactly. That's just got a beautiful browning of a crust.
And normally, like once you flip the scallop, it should already be halfway cooked. So you can honestly just cut the temperature, because the pan itself is still gonna stay hot.
Yes.
That like they're gonna start cooking through. Like
that's so true.
And that's where people get lost with overcooking a lot of seafood, is because the temperature control isn't actually always there.
Yeah, and seafood cooks so quickly that you turn that down, the pan's still hot, you're still good.
Exactly.
You said pro tip, everybody. You want a pro tip right there from Chef. Turn that temp down on those scallops when you flip them.
So the risotto now, we want to make sure it gets nice and put together and creamy.
Okay.
So adding some additional cream to it.
Bring everything together, homogenize everything, really, give it that velvety texture we're looking for.
Do a dash of Parmesan cheese too, and give it a little extra flavor.
Oh, what a decadent dish! This is just like decadent.
So yeah, you see, like this whole time I've cut the heat off, we still getting the sizzle off of the oil, so you can tell like they're still cooking.
So that pan's still staying hot, and we're not going to overcook that other side.
And sometimes when you cut the pan off, like depending on the size of the scallop, sometimes you do need to cut it back on, you know, just to kind of finish the cooking process. But you don't ever want to like keep it on throughout the whole time.
Got you.
Plating process for the pan-seared scallops. So we're gonna get our creamy mushroom risotto placed right in the center. Piled tight and high. Come back with our...
Oh, that smells incredible. I can smell that. Is there some white wine in there and some Parmesan?
White wine, Parmesan.
Oh, wow. And
shallots.
This is the beurre blanc sauce?
This is the beurre blanc sauce.
And what again is in here? I see a lot of herbs in there.
This is a wine and butter sauce with sage and lemon juice.
That is beautiful.
Get that nice base of it. They come in with the scallops.
Get out of here. How are we at a restaurant right now just a few miles from the beach? Just, I mean, this is...
It's a little slice of paradise.
I feel like I need a white tablecloth right now and like a bell to ring. This is gorgeous.
We got one right over there for you.
People will come back for service.
Yeah.
No.
So once it's plated, we just going to finish it off with some fresh sage to garnish it. Try to get them on top of the scallops as much as we can.
Yeah, I love sage with seafood. Yes. And with beurre blanc, that's going to be wonderful.
That's it. I think you should dig in now.
I'll give you that. Are you seeing this? Get out of here, man. Okay, let's go. This one's already, okay. Oh, I'm like shaking. I'm so excited right now. I love scallops. So what do you recommend? Scallop first, a little risotto with it, a little bit of everything?
I would say scallop first.
Just scallop with that beurre blanc?
You've been talking about the sauce for a while, so
yeah,
you gotta just get to it.
When you first told me what's in this beurre blanc, I did. I fangirled a little bit.
So
that is so good.
Same with the group of these scallops are sourced here locally.
Are they?
Bought here at the local seafood market. So all the seafood we get here is not shipped in here from somewhere else. Like it's all sourced or caught here at the local fish market.
I love that. I love that you're keeping it local too, especially as an independent restaurant owner. You know that you're making sure that everything is sourced as close to your restaurant as you can, and people can taste that freshness, man. We already did with the fish, and these are just buttery, decadent scallops
around here that locals supporting locals, and that's what we try to do.
Really, that's the way it needs to be, and people are going to taste that quality and that freshness, especially these families coming down. Like, come on, guys, you don't want to be eating at chains. You want to eat at places like this.
But don't be shy. Try that risotto.
Okay, we're going in on the risotto. And so, talk me through the risotto. We talked about white wine being in there. I see the mushroom, obviously.
So the big thing with risotto is it is a pretty slow cooking process. That's very tedious.
Constantly stirring,
and adding liquid to it to make sure that it comes out to that nice texture of the rice.
That is wonderful. That again. This dish just reads rich and decadent, and that risotto, same thing. What I love too, that the way that you cook this risotto, is it's got just enough little toothsomeness to it. A little bit that it's just, you get some texture. I love the texture on that, man.
Thank you.
Gosh, this is great.
It's definitely one of our most popular dishes, so it's...
Here's the thing. Chef has spoiled me so far. You have absolutely spoiled me. But we got to get to the take and bake stuff. Okay. I can't just sit back here and eat like a king all day. I'd love to, but I want to get to the take and bake. And I think it would be cool. I don't know. Should I try it?
I mean, it's easy enough for you to do. So why not?
Okay. We're going to do a little take and bake, and Chef said even I can do it, which I'll try to take as a compliment. Right on time. So what is this? What am I making? What are we making?
This is our Carolina low country shrimp boil. It's a very popular dish. That's a great family style meal that you can really enjoy with your family. Really consists of 4 things. You got corn on the cob, andouille sausage, shrimp, and red potatoes. Normally served with cocktail sauce that we do provide as well too. And
man,
really it's all fully cooked, freshly prepared this morning. and just pop the lid on, throw it in the oven. We give you all the instructions, and then you just pull it out and enjoy.
This smells great.
Great.
So okay, back up everyone. Chef did the grouper and the scallops. I've got this next one covered. All right, I'll take care of dinner, and I'll see you out there with the shrimp boil. You're right, that is pretty easy.
Yeah. Just pop in the oven. 1, 2, 3. Simple as that.
See you out there. Here we go, baby. It is shrimp boil time. Low country shrimp boil. Low country shrimp boil. Low country shrimp boil.
That's right.
Yeah. So now during the episode, you're probably going to see some incredible scallops. You're going to see some incredible freshly caught grouper, but I prepared the low country shrimp boil.
Nice.
Yes, sir. In other words, I put it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes.
Right.
It was just that easy. But it's delicious. It's delicious. This is the take and bake. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Thing of beauty.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yep. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some spoons and stuff.
Big spoon.
Wow. He's coming.
Yeah, we're not rolling. We're
He's
cutting.
getting tools.
There it comes.
Tools coming, the tools. Hey.
Here we go. Ladies first. We'll let you start.
Oh boy.
Serving yourself.
This is a feast, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
This is outstanding. All right, everybody got some stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab mine as well.
Oh my goodness. It's amazing.
No, well, no, I'll grab a few though. I'll grab some andouille sausage, a little. Well, I might.
Look
Who
at these
knows?
beautiful
Let's be
local
honest.
shrimp.
Can't
get her.
We got the shrimp, the potatoes,
Oh my
and
gosh,
you know,
so good.
so we just spent the afternoon. I was in the kitchen with Chef doing like the dishes that you can get for dinner here, right? I mean, just incredible scallops, and he had some fresh caught fish. But this take and bake, man, this is something that you can take home and feed the whole family, have a party, people who are here on vacation.
Absolutely.
This is the, I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
Think of what kind of hero would you look like if your friends come over and you pull this out of the oven and act like you made it? You're looking like a hero.
Yeah, you do. All day.
Exactly. Oh, I've been sweating. Really, but honestly, I did 30 minutes in the oven at 350. That's all I did, and then I pulled it out. And well, you guys saw the reaction we got from the table.
Great job.
And
they,
He said, "Great
and
job."
they be coming back tomorrow for more.
I'm telling you. But so you guys are locals at this table,
Yes,
right? A
we
lot
are.
of locals here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But one thing you guys mentioned on the other end is that, and this was really cool. This tells you what kind of place Feast is. It's very familial because half of this table didn't know each other before this, right?
Right.
Before we had this little party today, and then these two guys here are going golfing tomorrow. They didn't even know each other.
We're all family now.
That's what I'm saying.
We got them out of honeydews to go golfing.
Hey! But I think, that's what I love about this place is, I mean, Chef Eric, you can tell he and his family are very tight.
Yes.
And that rolls down into the customer experience and the guests that come in, I feel like.
That was the first thing that we noticed.
Yeah?
Yeah, when we walked into this place. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Just how comfortable it felt.
Comfortable, family oriented. Food was awesome.
Yes.
That's
so
great.
Yeah.
Every single thing I've tasted here
Yes.
is delicious.
Man.
Without a doubt.
It really is.
And you guys, the first time, Greg, that you guys came in, you mentioned you kind of had a special experience. What happened there?
Chef Eric came out and immediately introduced himself, knew that we were not here before. And the person behind the bar, same, recommended you want to try something that we're trying out for Valentine's Day, and getting the opportunity to try to guinea pig a new drink, and that was so cool. And it's what brought us back. It was the personal connection.
Yes.
It was almost like we were coming here for years.
Right, yeah, but it was your first time here.
Correct.
Yes, exactly.
So you guys came in for dinner, it sounds like, and just had a meal together, but man, these take and bakes, have you seen what's in that case over there? Are you kidding me? Isn't that incredible?
Amazing.
And I know you guys are locals, but I would imagine A lot of people come down here for vacations. I did when I was a kid, growing up in Ohio. We came to the Carolinas, came to the beach, rented a house. I mean, you got to imagine that those folks come down, get this take and bake, and they're, you know what I mean? It's creating memories. It's part of their memories going forward because of this place.
We have a condo for rent, and it's part of what we're highlighting in our brochure for,
great.
you know, just to make sure that people know, like, hey, you know, you don't have to cook in the kitchen's nice. Don't misunderstand me, but you don't have to make your own food. You can come over and go to Feast and grab your take and bake, and in 30 minutes at $3.50, have this experience at our condo.
So wait a minute. So you're telling me that in your condo that you rent, you advertise Feast because you love it and believe in
We
it?
think absolutely.
If that's not like the ultimate testimonial, like that anyone could give that they love this place so much that they're recommending guests that rent their condo.
Yes.
That's the ultimate. I mean, that's the ultimate compliment right there. Well, hey, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And thank you guys too. Hey, let's hear it for Chef Eric in here, everybody. We're going to finish our low country shrimp boil, but we will see you next time on America's Best Restaurants. Manja!